MIAMAFV day 5 has arrived, and holy fucking shit, we're already at our fucking chapter reaction. I had no idea. MIAMAFV is a thing I'm doing on the channel, stolen from Best Guy Ever. I'm uploading a video every day, and I was planning maybe this video would happen on the 8th or the 9th or the 10th or the 11th. It's the fucking 5th here in Australia. I don't know where the fuck it is for you, and this chapter's been out for like 8 hours. I woke up this morning, and it was there. I didn't check yesterday because I assumed it wouldn't happen for another few days. So I don't know if there were leaks yesterday or raws or if it just came out this early. I woke up and I hadn't even been on the page to refresh it. I didn't see Bookmark Girl once. This is fucking insanity. I can't believe it's already out. I'm not as hyped as I was last month because I know what to expect here. I know what we're just about getting. Because we're staying with the Zeke and Eren flashback thing we got going on here, which has given us reveals, but I think chapter 118, 117, and definitely 119 were all far better than 120. This is, I don't know, it's more plot relevant. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't even read this chapter. I don't know why I'd be judging it. Let's see if we can zoom in at all here. Alright, we got a full page on it. Alright, here we go. So, do we go in already? Let's just fucking do it. We can... You're already 9 years old, huh? So they walked out of the door and they just turned up here, I'm guessing. Grisha loves you and is raising you freely. We knew this. You were never brainwashed by your father. And that's why I said it's useless. No matter how many years I spend wandering within my father's memories. If that's the case... why did you betray me? You inherited the Titan without being told anything by father, and yet you still continue to fight along the lines of his wishes. Eren, why do you refuse to end this fight? What do you intend to do with the Founder's power? Ever since I was born, I've been me. Alright, so individuality is going to get him through it. This is a very sort of Evangelion thing that's going on here. Not in the craziness, this is all internal stuff, so it's more TV ending of Evangelion, not actual ending of Evangelion. Because craziness is not going around, like crazy plot events were going down in 119, but there's no fucking disembodied Mikasa that's a giant that's ending the world currently. What's being pursued is freedom, so I suppose we are going to... Alright, should we speculate? Future memories. Okay, well that's it's quite the fucking title right there, isn't it? Future memories. Ad, fuck off. Fuck, OBS is recording, right? Don't want to fuck that up. What's being pursued is freedom. So, I don't know, a bit all over the place. I'm fucking shocked that this is out already. Fucking Jesus-looking Zeke. I used to think you and I were the same, but I was wrong. If other people are going to steal my freedom, I'm going to steal theirs. Okay, a bit of an eye for an eye thing going on here. I still don't think Eren's going to give us, the truth here. Everyone's watching Vinland Saga. Let's use a Vinland Saga analogy. I don't think Eren is in the position of Thor's right now. I think he's still Thorfinn, pre-enlightenment. What the fuck? Why did it click on the Mal thing? Get back there. Now I've lost my place in my analogy. I think he still has something to learn. And obviously, I predicted many times that Gabby will be the one to teach him these things. So I don't think we're going to get the answers, the thematic answers of the entire series in this little monologue. I think we'll just get what Eren's motivation is, since that's been in the dark since chapter 90. We haven't got very many internal monologues with Eren, and we don't know what he's thinking or why he's doing what he's doing, and I think these chapters serve as that. We're learning about what Eren has been thinking after the battle in Shiganshina. Father did not intend on letting that happen to me. I've always been that way ever since I was born. Okay, yeah. Old Eren was a little shit. New Eren seems to be continuing the little shit mantra. Ever since you were born, the pathetic little brother you wished for is nowhere to be found. Neither the little brother who lives in the perfect circumstances to be able to share your emotional wounds. The only person who can be found here is a man who can vow his confidence only by continuing to deny his father's desire to restore Eldia. A man who can vow his confidence only continuing to deny his father's a pathetic man who is a slave to his dead father. Huh. So it's going back to this slave thing that he's talking about a lot. But I think this just proves what I was just saying, that he doesn't have... I think this means Kenny almost acts as the thematic through line, because obviously he has the speech, everybody's a slave to something. This is repeated in Vinland Saga. It's obviously not an original idea from Vinland Saga either. Everyone has a motivation, obviously, in life. Everyone's seeking a dream. This could go back to a Macbeth thing, as many things do. It's almost like, it's just motivation, really. Everyone's a slave to something. So Eren is going to eventually... The thing is, Eren is a slave to freedom, probably, is what we're going to head towards here. This is very interesting, because this is all thematic right now. This has nothing to do with Grisha or Eren and Zeke character stuff like last time. We're strictly in the themes here. And it's also nice. It's sort of because we're in the end game now. Lamau, good line. And so we're like traveling back through all the early memories of Attack on Titan, and sort of nostalgic to see this. It very much does remind me of the little bit at the end of Naruto, when Naruto and Sasuke go back through their memories and like the weird trippy thing, and they realize, like, if we had just been friendly from the beginning when we were both so lonely, none of this would have happened. They could have been each other's first and only necessary friend. That's not the theme here. This is just it's obviously different. I don't need to explain why. A pathetic man who is a slave to his dead father. If that's the case, this man should be thankful to his father. That father's actions opened his son's eyes and saved the world from the crisis of Eldia. In a sense, the one who saved the world is that father. Don't you think that's ironic, Eren? Right, so before we see Eren's reaction to this, he's probably going to scream no or something. But this is interesting from a metatextual level as well, because Grisha is sort of... Because Eren had the thing, remember, with the I'm not special thing, that his father was just the son of a special man, because Grisha inherently put this all in motion, because these two might be the two most influential characters in the series. Eren obviously is very influential, and so is Zeke. I don't know, is there anyone else we could consider as influential as either one of them? And they both come from Grisha, and everything sort of started with Grisha originally. Gnarly probably would have still invaded Paradise, even if Grisha and the Owl hadn't made an escape. So, very important. We can talk about this afterwards. That father's actions opened his son's eyes and saved the world from the crisis of Eldia, in a sense. With that father, don't you think that's ironic, Eren? Huh. Okay. Another big mystery we've had is, does Eren mean it when he says he hates Mikasa? From everything he says here, leads me to believe, yes, he meant it at the time. Obviously, before he dies, or before Mikasa dies, or before the end of the series, he'll come to realize that he doesn't hate people who are slaves to things, because everyone's a slave to something. At least that's where I think we're going, so he'll forgive Mikasa, but by then, Mikasa will probably be with John. In a sense, father is a little ironic, and he's not paying attention, he's just looking at Mikasa. I'm not sure if I fully comprehended everything that was set up here, but we'll have a better concept of everything after the chapter's done. Are you okay, Eren? The power of the Founding Titan is in my hands. I can carry out the plan of euthanasia at any time. However, I'm not going to abandon you. Just like... That's right, because he has the power right now to do it. Zeke does. Just like Kavanaugh never abandoned me. Just like Xavier... I guess that's supposed to be Xavier never abandoned me. Xavier. Yeah, because they're playing catch right here. It's a little fucking reference. Before saving the world, I want to save you. My fucking neck is pissing me the fuck off. Got a bit of stretching in here while we reflect. This chapter's going fast. Writing notes. Humanity has not perished. He wants to leave behind a final message, and he sticks it in, and there you go, before he leaves. So Mikas is around at this point. Oh, that's right. We do see, there's like that flashback when they first enter the basement of Grisha going down to the basement, and Mikasa like brings him something or whatever. Yeah. Eren said that he wants to join the server. So this is on that day. Eren said he wants to join. What are you thinking? We've seen this before. Humanity died going outside the walls. So, alright, we're getting everything here. So everything is making sense. Even the events of chapter 1. This is not necessarily retconning at all. It's just like we're going to see the moment where Grisha like realized. Because in chapter 1 it doesn't really look like he has a moment of realization. Look, now I can tell Eren everything because he finally understands. But here we're going to exaggerate it so he has a moment that we didn't see of realization that Eren understands. Eren, you want to adventure outside? I don't know what the outside world is like. I don't want to spend my whole life inside these walls without knowing a single thing. Also, if there's no one to continue from this point, the lives of those who died would go to waste. It's Erwin's speech, right? The living give reasons for the dead's deaths, or the dead soldiers. Because if they don't continue soldiering on, then everything was for nothing. And therefore they make their lives not meaningless. You fucking heard the speech. It's another big thematic point. Hold on, Grisha. Convince Eren to not join. Eren, when I return, the basement that I've kept secrets all this time, I'll show you what's inside. Really? And then he waves goodbye, and then he waves again. Why? I still don't understand why he would tell him. Like, this would have ended up in an Erwin and Erwin's father situation. If he had actually told him at the time, Eren would have fucking blabbled to somebody and got everyone killed. I don't know, it wouldn't be the same because Grisha can turn into a fucking titan and fuck shit up, but... And then he leaves. Why is he sad here? I don't quite understand. Or he's just like, I got a family and stuff. Does he leave with the intention? No, he doesn't leave with the intention of going to find Rodriguez because the wall hasn't been broken. When he hears the wall's been broken and he heads over to the fucking place. And that's what we're seeing now. I am an alien who came from behind. I'm a subject of Mimir, just like you, king of the walls, please. I must kill the titans attacking the walls at once before my wife and children, before the all gets eaten up. And obviously we get the fucking great moment here of Frida, who actually does want to do something, but then she's overtaken. We must not run from our sins. For us, the subjects of me, the judgment day has come. Yep, self-hatred and stuff, we know. So we're getting more here, so we'll probably get a reveal of some sort. When faced with another layer of context, when faced with the enormous power, humans are far too weak. This is what I came to realize during that tragedy that was the Great Titan War. So this is the King of the Walls speaking right now. This is what I came to realize during the tragedy of the Great Titan War. Someone must protect the power of the Titans from the hands of humanity. If the Founder's power falls into the hands of a weakling once again, the world will turn to hell once more. In order to save the world, we must accept our sins. There is nothing we can do except perish. Now, it's insane, but she's not wrong in what she's saying here, or the king is not wrong in what he's saying here. If they just died, then it'd be a much more peaceful fucking time for the rest of the world. The world wouldn't be at war with Paradis, because Paradis wouldn't exist. So I don't know if I don't know if I'm using utilitarian right, but if you're being an absolute utilitarian, probably not using that right, but if you were trying to engineer a way to get the least amount of human death, if everyone on Paradise just died, probably less people would die overall. But obviously, that's not how most people morally function. People shouldn't die for the sake of others. People should not have the responsibility to lay down their lives for the lives of other people unless they choose to do so, right? And obviously the people of paradise don't have a choice because they don't even have a memory of their history, at least. I feel like I'd get along with that girl. That's the king talking, so this is pretty fucking ironic. I feel like I'd get along with that girl. Or is this some fucking weird sex shit Zeke's getting into? Is he down? But this family will all be slaughtered right here. My Grisha, you said that you've seen the memory before, haven't you? All felt a deep a deep sense of disappointment towards your father. Was that also a lie? He's fucking looking with some dread here, Eren. Serious boy looking. My house is right next to the wall that was destroyed. That's where my wife and son and my daughter live. That's sweet. I didn't even like Mikasa, but that's... Heart skipped a beat for a second. And my daughter live. That's fucking nice, isn't it? That's a nice thing to say for young Grisha. She only lived with them for a year, mind you. The people who lived in these walls have no idea about the crimes their ancestors committed. Obviously, we understand the concept of fucking ancestral guilt and why it's bad. Because you stole their memories, do you think that simply being eaten by the Titans without knowing the reason why is supposed to be some sort of atonement? No. Okay. No matter how much we reflect on the matter, we are unable to bring back the Eldian lives that have already been taken. Whoa, this is actually clever, because this is using the scouts, this is using Erwin's philosophy against him. No matter how much we reflect on the matter, we are unable to bring back the Eldian lives that have already been taken. So for people in general to live, and to give the deaths to all of the previous Eldians' lives meaning, we have to let everyone die, so then the world would be peaceful once again, and they don't have to fear the Titans. That's a clever turn of events for Isayama. Unless she's about to completely contradict what I just said, and I should have kept reading. However, having the lives of people outside the walls be taken is something we are able to avoid. That's exactly what I just said. If we simply feign ignorance and accept the wrath of this world, us Eldian people will die, and that will be the end of it. Does Eren agree with her? Is that why he's doing everything he's doing? Maybe he's turned the world against them entirely. So maybe he thinks euthanasia is too nice. That would be awesome if he thinks Zeke is pussying out and he thinks they should all just die. This is probably not where he's going, but that'd be fucking interesting. We're getting Grisha reaction shots, but no Eren reaction shots here. And Grisha's got no argument, I guess? Or No, he's definitely not agreeing with them. Look at this boy. He's got some eyes of fucking death here. Eren trying to persuade me. Oh, I thought that was Eren talking right there. I was like, he's talking like he's the king now. I was like, holy shit. He'd been taken over the entire time indirectly. He was acting under the first king's will. But no, it's fucking Frida talking, right? They look so similar. Trying to persuade me is useless also. Fuck, it's hot in here too. It's fucking the 5th day of spring in Australia and it's already fucking burning shit up. Also, even if you attempt to steal the Founding Titan from me, I love this is Attack on Titan's biggest strength, right? This is such a key event that we've all known about for so long, and we progressively get more context to it, and now we're getting even more, and so now you can go back and rewatch it and you get a whole different perspective. Fucking good series, man. I got it. The fact that I cannot use the power of the Founding Titan. The 9 Titans all have their distinct qualities, including the Attack Titan who dwells within me. From some time now, the successor of the Attack Titan has not obeyed anyone. I don't know the reason why. It was all in order to fight against the king's self-righteousness. That's right. For this moment, everybody was led by these memories. The Attack Titan is even able to peer into the memories of its future successors. In other words, it has the ability to foresee the future. Okay. So we're giving it more abilities. This just happens to be the one Eren got. He just happens to have the actual God Titan. So, Eren has seen the future, is what we're being told here. This could have implications. It could be anything, really. Again, it's Isayama's fucking tool. He can literally have Eren know anything he wants Eren to know. We understood that memories were not linear, but I assume that was for everybody. But it seems to just be for Attack Titans, because we're the only person we've seen see the future is Kruger. So that's an easy explanation. I just assumed it was for all Titan shifters eventually, but it seems to just be Attack Titan, which is incredibly plot convenient, but I don't give a fuck about plot devices. I think it's cool either way. In other words, it has the ability to see the future. Look at fucking Rod back here, being a prick. You knew all this the whole time, fucker? I don't know. I always thought until right this moment that maybe Rod didn't know that Marley existed, but obviously he does after hearing all this from Grisha. The future, what's the meaning of this, Eren? The distinct quality of the Attack Titan. That's true, it never did have an inherent ability. They just said it walks forward for freedom. So this is interesting. It makes more sense that way. That's the distinct quality. It's Frida talking. I seriously thought it was Eren again. The distinct quality of the Attack Titan. I also know that you were not aware of this. The power of the founding Titan cannot be fully utilized due to the vow of renouncing war. Even as members of the royal family, that goes for you too. Right here, I will devour the founding Titan and wipe out the royal blood. That is the future in which I have decided. And they're all fucking panicking. Kids are about to die. And then he goes for it. Hold on. The thing hits the ground. I can't for me to kill children. Okay. So they were given even more moral justification for Grisha. Okay. This actually makes sense. He's probably going to talk about Faye in a second. I never even thought about that, since his sister was killed like that. This also just makes Rodriguez more of a liar. I'm a doctor who saves people. Is Eren going to make him do it? Foolish. Grisha definitely stole the founding Titan. He annihilated his entire... Unless Eren does it right now. That's how it should be. This is the first instance of maybe time, if that happens, of actual time travel fuckery. That's how it should be. There's no way that the past could change. I think that says. So are they changing time? I don't know. I don't know how I feel if they actually change time here and Grisha doesn't kill her or something. And then we go back to the present and a bunch of shit is different. I don't know. I wouldn't like that at all. What are you doing, Frida? Kill that man quick. And now she's having doubts. The founder is invincible. Kill him. Shut up, Rod. What the fuck are you doing? There's no way we can let that man live anymore. Kill him quick, sister. Our paradise will be destroyed. Frida, protect everyone. What are you doing, Stan, Dad? Okay, so he did have a role here. Okay, he's not changing anything. Have you forgotten what you came here to do? It's payback, right, for your little sister who got eaten by dogs. So this is Eren's eye for an eye thing here coming out. And they did bring up Faye. Fucking plus points for my predictions. Hey, for your comrades, restoration for Dina. We need to keep moving forward to avenge them for Kruger, even if we die. Even after we die. This is the story that you started. Oh, it's a good way to put it. He did start it. Right, Dad? Look at this fucking stab through. And there we go. So Eren made him do it the whole time. And at one point in time, Eren was morally judging his father for something he coerced him to do. How nice is that? So I guess Grisha heard him. Okay. Holy fuck, what is this? So this is the destruction. All of the fucking people dead. It looks like the mother's still alive back here. How do you fuck up so bad and let Rod get away? For the plot, that's why. So now Eren has some regret here. What the fuck is this? This is Ymir, maybe? A proper Ymir, not just a little girl Ymir? What the fuck is this? It's really fucking cool. I like the garb that comes down, the hand coming out. It's fucking good shit. Grisha sliding out. Is he gonna have some reflection like, what the fuck? Or does he just not remember that Eren talked to him? I killed even the little children, crushed them with this hand. The feeling of my own hand. Eren, I killed the race family, everyone except the father. Is this okay? Are you happy with this? Ho ho ho. Holy shit. With this, will Eldia really be saved? He doesn't give a fuck about Eldia. And now he's crying. Why won't you show me everything? The wall being destroyed, the day it'll be destroyed. If Carla will be safe. Was there really no other way? You're there, aren't you? Zeke. Okay, hold on. Doesn't he know Carl is dead before he goes? No, Eren tells him when he meets him. No, he goes to get Eren, hides him in the woods, goes here, and then Carla, I don't know. Zeke. In the future, your wish won't become true. The one that will come true is Eren's. Lamau. You're the shit, brother. Huh. This is Eren kissing Historia's hand. So that was Historia up here. Because this is when he remembered and Historia was wearing a thing like that. Okay. Because that's when Eren remembered. What are you saying? I saw Eren's future memories, but to think for such a terrifying thing like that to happen. Zeke, is that you? You grew up so much. I'm sorry, I was a terrible father. I've made you suffer always. He got recompense with fucking Zeke before he died. We're retconning a happy ending into Grisha. It's not retconning. I don't know. We're adding context to Grisha's death. Okay. And a hug. Zeke, I love you. I wish we could have spent more time together. Dad, Zeke, stop Eren. Zeke, stop Eren. Hell of a thing to say. Zeke is back on the side of Marley. He's going to fight against Eren, I guess. We're not done yet. I had something to fucking say. Obviously this is back when Eren kissed the hand, just like I was saying. So they're both against Eren right now. I don't know. I was going to mention something about daddy issues. Everything is always about parental issues and people wanting their parents to be proud of them. Every fucking story you ever thought of is all about it. Berserk with Guts, fucking Shinji obviously, Asuka obviously, Rei obviously, Misato obviously, everything. Fucking Eren, Zeke, both of them. Everything's about fucking daddy issues. Your ex-girlfriend, daddy issues. You know what I mean. Dad, Zeke, stop Eren. So you still haven't seen when Dad got eaten by me. You made it so that Dad would fight against the King of the Walls and the world. Is that what you did? If the Attack Titan really has the ability to surpass time, it would be possible to influence the past by only showing Grisha's memories convenient for you. Dad, he nearly called him Dad, but instead he's going to call him Grisha again. Grisha was hesitating over his duty as a restorationist because, having seen your memories, he knew that even if he stole the founder, he would have been unable to use that power, but he was made to steal the founder by you. Because he saw something in the future that you showed him. I'm grateful to you, brother. Thanks for bringing me inside Father's memories. I've got this path here now. Not my wish, but your wish will come true. That's what he said, yeah. So we're implying that future Eren somehow manufactured everything that ever happened, basically. Okay. I saw it 4 years ago through father's memories. I saw the memories from the future. So he saw everything in that moment. Okay. Because right after that's when he stops being our main character and starts getting fucked up internally. Because this is after the speech. This is after he tells like Armin like, oh, we can go outside the walls. Everything will be great there. And then he has the memories of Faye getting eaten. He's like, oh shit, outside the walls isn't the answer. And we never knew entirely what he saw here. We just see the multiple panels of Freda like being overtaken and like saying no. So yeah, this fits. This is really cool. And then after that, we never know what Eren is thinking. This scene is the last time we get like a proper internal monologue from Eren after this. It's all fucked up. So that's when everything changed. That's when he learned he had to grow his hair out because, you know, basic fucking short-haired Eren is a bitch. So we're scrolling down. That scenery. That's when I saw the future. That scene. He found a Ymir take away from all of Ymir's subjects their ability to reproduce. And the coordinate, Grisha, he told me to stop you. Holy shit. Alright, so he's going through with euthanasia. This can't work, obviously. Eren will stop it somehow. So did Eren hope, because he manufactured all this intentionally, so did he think he was going to convince Zeke here? Or is he secretly controlling everything? That's going to be the last twist of the thing? Or are we going to end with a tease of euthanasia? That'd be shitty. But we've probably got about a page left. The coordinate, Grisha, he told me to stop you. That he regrets having followed you. I don't know what future you might have seen in father's memories, but you must not have seen it all, right? Like, how didn't you know you could use the founder's abilities here? You're still helpless. And he's trying to break out. Breaks off his fucking hands. Runs after it. It's useless, Eren. No one in this world has been capable of stopping the founder Ymir once she moves. Towards ruin she moves. Okay. I'm a little confused about who we're supposed to root for in this situation, because Grisha seems to be more enlightened than the audience is, and he wants to stop it, and Eren's been an erratic, immoral fuck recently. But it's obviously not going to happen. I don't know. We'll go back through it in a second. I think we can probably full screen it now that we're mostly done. Zoom out a bit. Audacity still running in the background. We'll be fine. Keeping with the like black aesthetic we got going on here. Holy shit. So I don't know what's happening next chapter. I don't know if they can draw this out for a whole nother chapter. I just hope that when we head back, it's not all fucking changed and shit. I don't know if Eren will be dead or something because of Gabby, actually, because he might be now, because we now understand everything about him. Grisha, when he learned of his new patient's kid, his name Mikasa and his name is Charlie. Yep. Fucking memes. Terrible fucking memes. Die. I don't know. Again, there's not that much to speculate about because we're dealing almost entirely in things we don't know about. Like, we don't know the powers of Ymir and whether or not Eren can actually stop him. I literally have no idea what's going to happen next. It's not necessarily a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. So she's going to act. Is she 13 here? Did she die when she got the power of the Titans almost immediately? Is that why it's 13 years? We still don't have an actual explanation about that. No one can stop the founder Ymir after he loses, and he also asked the question that I asked about what Eren's plan was bringing people here, because he would have had to have known that he couldn't activate the founder's fucking power. So is his plan, like, he looks desperate here, so what's his plan when he touches? I guess if he makes contact with Ymir, he has all the power to decide, but that's what we thought with Zeke, but then Zeke was like, nah, fuck you, I have the power. And Zeke doesn't actually have the power. He just has the power to tell Ymir to do what he wants, and Ymir has the power. So when they were talking about utilizing Ymir's power, they were literally talking about you can tell Ymir what to do. I honestly don't know what else to talk about. This is the coolest shot of his story we maybe have ever gotten. So Grisha is regretful about what Eren made him do, and then talks to Zeke and forgives him, but then he goes through with it anyway and ends up giving Eren the Titan. I guess that's sort of out of his control because Rod is still alive and they would have come to kill him. I don't know, how would they have even tried to kill Grisha? And if Rod knows Grisha is the one that stole the power of the Titans and then Grisha disappeared, wouldn't he immediately be like, well, it's probably in his son, so we probably should have immediately tried, but I don't know if Rod had the power or if he was in mourning or whatever. Lots of ifs going on after that. Yeah, but everything else works out, I think. I'm honestly struggling to think of anything to talk about. We gotta make this video at least 40 minutes. What the fuck are we doing otherwise? So the end of the last chapter was them walking into a different memory, and it looked like Eren had control, and then Eren continues to have control throughout this. We get a lot of thematic talk that I went over, and we remained with Zeke and Eren the entire time. We got this look, which is hinting towards something, but we can't possibly know what until we see the resolution of Mikas's character arc. Hopefully it's her finally growing out of Eren, and she'll go give our boy Jean a chance. I honestly think that's probably it's probably the most likely option at this point. I don't see Eren having a happy ending anymore, especially not with Mikasa. Maybe with Historia, but I don't think so. I think he's probably going to die, having realized that he was wrong, and he's going to sacrifice himself to save the world, and it'll be like, well, Eren was a prick for like the second half of this series, and was a pretty fucking evil dude, but he forgave, he fucking realized what he was doing was wrong in the end. It's like every Naruto villain, even Madara, realizes at the end what he did was wrong, and it's like, Jesus Christ. Madara literally did so much, but then as he's dying, he has a moment with Hashirama where he's like, well, I guess that was a bunch of fucked up shit, and I think that's what Eren is going to have happen to him. Look at this look. He wasn't fucking around here. Just scrolling through here, he stands forward. It looks like he was going to say something. I don't know why he fucking stood in front of him. So I think it's intentionally, not miscellaneous, but intentionally vague when Grisha can see Eren, or if he can see Eren in physical form here. Or if maybe Eren is even manipulating that, and he manipulated it so that Grisha could see Zeke, so Zeke would try to stop him, so Zeke would activate Ymir and tell her to do something so he can touch her and then overwrite and tell her what to actually do, and she has to do it. That could be 4,000 fucking IQ play from Eren, because he's still a mystery. We're not like on his side. This wasn't like a Snape reveal from Harry Potter where it's like, oh, we now understand what Snape was thinking the whole time. He was a good guy the entire time. That's not what we got here. We just understand sort of the motivation behind what fucking Eren was doing here. He's not necessarily being the moral actor the entire time like Snape was. Didn't say always. Because I don't think Eren even has someone that he loves like Snape did Harry's mum. Because he says he doesn't care about Mikasa. He called Armin weak. He has no sympathy here for his father, who he's just manipulating. His love for his mother is sort of what drove the entire thing. He says he hates Mikasa, and I think he was telling the truth. I don't think he was manipulating her into anything. I think he really buys into this slave argument about how he has the dissonance, the cognitive dissonance, to not realize that he's a slave to something as well. because Kenny told us, never forget, everyone's a slave to something. This is a nice little moment here. I don't really care about Zeke, though. It probably hit hard for Zeke fans, hit harder, rather. And I've never really been that big of a fan of Grisha either, so... yeah, I can recognize that it's a fucking moment. Obviously, Zeke had to forgive Grisha at some point and realize that he was actually... He redeemed himself. He had some redemption with his second son. Even though his second son probably turns out worse than the first one. And we're already at 40 minutes. Holy fuck. I really like that. This is the moment. Let's check out the chapter where he does that. I think it's 89. That Jägermaster plan video. I now know fucking nearly the contents of every one of these fucking chapters. Is it 89? Is it at the end here? It could be, or it could be at the beginning of 90. Because we get Ymir backstory here. Scroll for fucking days, dickhead. No, it's not. Is it? No, it's after this when they have the presentation, right? Because he's like, I have to protect Historia, and then we get the first instance of the Attack Titan seeing the future. So the owl Kruger must not have realized that he had this power. Which is odd. Eren's the only one that seems to have realized it, but so Kruger must have realized it before he died, because he doesn't... here we go. Because he doesn't tell Grisha about it. Grisha seems to have figured this out, which is interesting. And then here we go. He touches it, he kisses the hand, and he fucking sees everything. We only see this part, and it implies that he only sees this part. And this sort of gives us... because Eren is still like struggling with, oh, my father was a bad guy at this point. And he still has like... he's still a pretty basic bitch at this point. He's really only concerned with whether or not his father was actually a bad guy, and whether or not that makes him a sad boy or not. And so in this, it's implied that he remembers everything. He sees literally everything in this moment, the future, and all that good shit. But we just see that because for the plot purposes, this rounds out the character arc of Grisha and Eren that's been going on in the background since the Uprising arc. And it's like Grisha was actually a good guy, and Eren finds solace in this. But here he realizes, oh fuck, we're changing this look from him realizing that, oh, my father was an alright guy, to holy fuck, everything, I've got to manipulate everyone and end the world and stuff, or whatever my final goal is. And yeah, it's a hell of a reaction shot to linger on. Just think about this and the new context we have for this moment now. And then we cut away immediately. We don't see anything afterwards until he's got long hair, he looks determined, and he's acting and looking the way he does contemporarily. So there we fucking go. It all fits in perfectly. Isayama had it all planned out from at least that far back. But we all know he had most of it planned out from a very long time ago. I didn't realize we were already at 40. So that's probably the average length of these videos. Fucking last month, the Attack on Titan video didn't do as well. I think it's because I had a bad thumbnail. As most things are. And the fucking Berserk, the big up the Berserk, fucking outdid it by nearly twice as many views. Can't say I'm mad about that. Casca's back, you know what I mean? Big deals. It's certainly a bigger deal than this. No offense. But with that being said, MIAMAFV will continue on. Rock and Revy, reflecting on Rock and Revy, the behind the scenes look at how I made the Rock and Revy series. Part 2 was supposed to come out today, but fuck that shit. We got a chapter reaction that came out surprisingly early. So that'll come out tomorrow. MIAMAFV for a day, a video every day of the month. Stolen from Best Guy Ever, you know what it is. And yeah. There was a point to that. I'll subscribe and stick around to fucking see the other videos. I definitely got a few Attack on Titan videos in the works. Vinland Saga. I got a Vinland Saga anime critique video coming out. Notoriously, I do not like the Vinland Saga anime, and that makes people very angry. I also got, I think, the best video I've ever made on Berserk coming out soon in the near future. And I'm also doing a Vinland Saga character tier list that I already recorded. Just like I did for the other one. So go and check out my Attack on Titan character tier list if you want more Attack on Titan content. There will be probably others coming out this month. This is a very stressful month. We're working hard. Hardly working. Yeah, Rock and Revy Part 4 came out, if anyone doesn't know about that. The Rock and Revy series. If you're a fan of Black Lagoon, the Rock and Revy series is probably the most well-received video series on my channel, so check that out if you know about that. If you don't, just go watch fucking Black Lagoon in the dub. It'll be the greatest experience of your life. You don't even have to watch my videos on it. Just go and watch Black Lagoon in the dub. It's fucking good, especially compared to the fucking horrendous Attack on Titan dub we got. And then maybe I'll get around to critiquing the anime adaptation of Attack on Titan. That'll get a lot of positive response, I'm sure. But that's further down the track. Let's bring up Audacity as we fucking sign out. 45 minutes, Jesus Christ. Support links in the description below. Stick around for MIAMAFV, subscribe. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers if you could. This will probably get to the most viewers. Just click subscribe. Every month we'll be out with the Attack on Titans. You know where it is and who it is. Support links in the description below. And thanks.